Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Julie's Food Truck. So everybody's been wondering what's on our menu. You may have to blow this up on your screen. I don't know how well you can see that. That is our lunch menu. This is the window where everybody places their orders. There's the tip jar right there. So this is the truck, and in just a second I'm going to take you guys in and we're going to take a look at the inside and see where all the magic happens. Alright guys, welcome inside the food truck. This is where I made my video from the other day. Real quick food truck related funny story, and then I'm going to take you guys on a tour in the back and show you how all this works. For those of you who've never seen the inside of a food truck, this is going to be pretty cool. For those of you who have, it's not going to be that cool. So anyway, the other day, to get our permit from the county we live in, their regulations were a little different from the county we're already permitted in, which is, we live close to the county line, so going back and forth isn't a big deal. Anyway, we had to have a special kind of fire extinguisher, and we had to have an inspection by the fire marshal. The other county didn't require that because they have professional full-time fire departments. The county in which we live is mostly volunteer fire departments, except for the one big town in our county. They've got a full-time professional fire department. The thing is, you got to be self-sufficient and be able to do a self-rescue, because the volunteers are all regular, normal people who have full-time jobs already. So if the alarm goes out, they got to stop what they're doing, rush down to the fire station, get the truck, the ambulance, whatever, and come to your aid. So we had to have a certain kind of fire extinguisher. Anyway, got that, and that was like 250 bucks. Got that taken care of, and then went to get our inspection, and our small ABC type, the kind you might have around your house, a little 5-pound fire extinguisher, it didn't have the inspection tag on it. So we talked to the fire marshal, and we had to drive quite a ways to the county offices to get our inspection done. And he was a really professional guy. He was really cool about it. Everything else was great. Everything else passed, the way we got our propane stored and the generator set up and all that. He was good with all that stuff. But he told us that if we went and got the fire extinguisher inspected, he'd go ahead and pass us for his inspection. That way we could get the health inspector to do hers, which she did, and I told you guys about that. So I took the fire extinguisher down to this safety place here locally the next day, and he said all we had to do was get it tagged and inspected, take pictures of it, email him the pictures, he'd put it in our file, and no big deal. Which is cool. When people work with you like that, it kind of restores your faith in humanity a little bit. So anyway, the fire marshal was cool enough to do that, and so I took the fire extinguisher to the inspection place, and a guy came out and he got the fire extinguisher, and we had talked to him on the phone before I drove over there. It was like a 20-minute drive. So before I drove over there, we talked to them, make sure they knew we were coming, they were going to be able to do the inspection, they had a technician on site and whatever who was ready to do it. So get over there, hand the fire extinguisher to the guy, he takes it in the back, says, yeah, I need a few minutes, it's like 25 bucks. I said, okay, no problem. So this younger guy, whose name starts with J, and I'm not going to say his full name, and you're going to find out why here in a second. He came out and he had it tagged and inspected, and he kind of looked at me, and I was like, okay, this is weird. Why is this guy looking at me like this? Is he going to ask for a date? What's going on here? So anyhow, he was kind of looking at me kind of funny, and he showed me the tag and everything. He said, okay, you're all good to go. Here's your annual inspection tag. This is the part you need to show the fire marshal and whatnot, because we told him why we needed it done. And I said, okay, how much do I owe you? He said, nothing, don't worry about it. He said, normal people got to stick together. I was like, what? So I had my Andy Warhol moment, my 15 minutes of fame, because Jay, his first name starts with a J, he watches survival prepping for normal people. He's one of the 40,000 subs I got over there. So I thought that was pretty cool. He said, don't worry about it. Nobody was around, big deal. So I told him thank you. I shook his hand. I told him I appreciate him watching the channel and being on the team. So that was pretty cool. So I knew right then we were in for good things to come. And since we've been up and running again after we got our last inspection, we've been slammed every day. This is the first chance I've had to make a video for you guys. So with that said, and my little story out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look in the back. All right, so here we go. We are a fully functioning kitchen. 3-compartment sink, hand wash station, monitor for our security system. We have cameras that go all the way around the truck, bread storage, cup storage, foil, wrap, wax paper, parchment paper, things like that. Our order containers, drying rack for our dishes. You got to have a wash, rinse, and a sanitized sink. And for those of you who don't know, who've never really been in the restaurant business or been in the back, it's never a good idea to dry your dishes with a towel because towels can harbor bacteria. So what you do is you put the dishes on a drying rack and you let them get dry. Some fresh produce there, some killer tomatoes, onions, bananas, other things going on. Got the little cooling station right here when my wife is cooking and she's prepping stuff. This is part of her prep area. We've got a cooler under here where she keeps a lot of the things she uses. This is all the stuff that goes on the burgers and the different things we sell. It's kept up there and it's kept cool. And then we've got a steam table where we keep ingredients for like our tacos and stuff, keep that warm the entire time, which is another prep area here. And of course we got the grill there where all the magic happens, the fryer, the 2-burner stove, the counter where I work, and the list of prices because I haven't memorized them all yet, the cash register, our bacon maker, and it's busy working right now, and our service cooler, which has drinks, condiments, and extra stuff like that. As you can see, there's not a ton of room in here storage wise, so you only have so much room. That's probably about the only disadvantage to having a food truck over a brick and mortar, is that we don't have a back room. So hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want to support this channel, go ahead and leave something in the tip jar. There will be a link in the description. I want to thank Paula, Joe, Brent, George, and Bear Independent for leaving a tip already. And I want to thank all of you guys for being here and being on Julie's food truck team. Thanks, guys. See you.